Alright, so I know I blew up my account, but it doesn't say that yet here on the website because it won't actually say this until the market closes and it compiles the new data. Then I'll be like, oh, sorry, you blew up your account. So I could wait for that, but if I want to trade in the morning, I need to reset this. So I could come up here, click reset, then it gives me an opportunity to reset my account. Already has my payment information in there, got my discounted rate. Instead of paying the $150 for a reset now. I thought I'd use $100, but $150 to reset it. My first reset is only $75. So I'm going to agree. And then I'm going to hit process payment. You've successfully purchased a reset. Your credit card info. And OK. So now my account is automatically reset here. So what happens over on the trading thing? I didn't log out or close out. So let's see what that does. All right, so over here, it's still showing blown up and everything like that. Let's see how fast this takes to get back in. Okay, so it's still showing as blown up. So it hasn't reset just yet. So I'm going to head to bed, and in the morning, we'll reopen this, and we'll see if it's reset for the morning trade, or we'll have to wait for the day to close out before this will reset. Okay, so back here Thursday morning. So account was reset for me in the morning. So I'm back. I'm ready to get in with 50-50 setup here in about 30 seconds on NQ on the 50-50 setup. So I was going to jump in long as is, but I'm going to wait for the speed bump on it because it's had such a giant run up overnight compared to the day before that there might be a lot of profit taking. So a lot of people who were buying in this area may be taking profit here. So I might see a pretty big retrace. So I'm going to have my speed bump set up. We got 10 seconds. So 15908 right now. 15906. All right, cool. Speed bump's in the right place. So you can see that retrace happening now. Okay, I'm going to trigger this trade possibly.
Order submitted.
Okay, stop, back up. Target. Okay. Thinking about reversing my trade right here, close to my entry. Or close to this candle, rather. I'm going to do that. If it wants to switch green on the day from here, after all that giant candle down, or that big move down, if it wants to get rejected and switch green from here, I'm going to reverse my trade on that.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, so out of that trade, so that craziness still may put $157 in my pocket. So a good deal. Yes, it may go a lot higher. Yes, I wish I was still in it. But I got to trade smart traders. I can't be blowing up accounts constantly. I need to make this one get through. So, all right. So I'm going to give you more details on how I'm going to make the round four. Round four will be successful. And I'll give you more details on how that's going to be and what the changes are going to be, if any, and all the good stuff coming up here in a little bit. All right. So here we are Friday mornings. Friday morning. Jumped into a little bit of a price action play that was mixing with my indicator. It switched on the 1 minute candle, and then the 30-minute candle was switching, and then the 5-minute candle was getting ready to switch. So everything was getting ready to switch. So I decided to jump in. The Dow Jones is selling off, the ES was selling off, and the NASDAQ, the NQ, is kind of lagging behind. So I was like, you know what? Everything's selling off. I'm getting switches. I'm going to go ahead and take this trade. So I don't really have a proven statistical probability of success for it, an exact number. When I did do a check on what would happen pre-market a while ago, it was like in the high 60% range, which I like to try to trade things in the mid to high 70s, preferably in the 80s if I can. But it was good enough to where the probabilities were in my favor with everything switching, the price action showing me it's going lower. Let me show you that real quick here. All right. So we had this huge run up, came all the way back down, got a little bit of support right here where this used to be resistance, became support, bounced off of it, came back down, but now it looks like we could be seeing some support developing down in this area here. As you can see that right there. And then if that breaks, could see a nice slide way down here. Could have many thousands of dollars in my pocket this morning. So we'll see how this thing goes. regardless, I locked in a little bit of profit. You know, if I might not get $700, if anything, I might get $50, $60, and that's fine too. It's, you know, it's all profit. Look, just playing off the switches right now, though, looks like we still got plenty of room to go to the downside, as long as it doesn't rally back up here and to retest what was once support is now resistance. As long as it doesn't come back to retest that, I should be all right to go for the ride. And if it does, I'll take my $50, wait for gold to set up, and then jump into gold. So if you look over here, you got NQDC there twice, and that is because I'm also in the simulator. Look at all that trading last night, doing some testing. So I'm in the simulator on it as well. Let me go ahead and buy stop limit, just so I don't have two things to look at on here. Buy stop market simulator.
Order submitted.
All right, I'm gonna pop out on the simulator. Sim 101.
Order filled.
All right, let's go back to Topstep. All right, if I get out because it backs up, then
Order filled.
I'll take it. So just short of $1,200. I was hoping to lock in at least $1,200, but 1172 is pretty good. I'll take it. So now we're up 1172 in this account on that price action trade. Pretty sweet. See what happens with gold. And then I have the NASDAQ that could trade at the open. We'll see what's happening at the open for NASDAQ on my 50-50 trade. And yeah, we'll see. We'll look at today and see what happens. You know, already up a nice, 1172. So I want to be smart and not give that all back at the same time, right? I don't have to take a trade today. Yeah, it's Friday, and I'd love to close out Friday up $3,000 and almost halfway there for the combine, round 4. So yeah, that would be awesome to do. But at the same time, I can't trade for money. The reason why I lost in the the reason why I failed and got destroyed in round 3 was a couple reasons. One reason was I was trading for money. And when I trade for money, I usually don't have any. And when I just trade the plan, money is usually a side effect. So my mistake was I started off great trading the plan and then decided to trade for money. So, and that was a pretty big failure there on my part. The second part was order entry mistakes. I had a huge order entry mistake, cost a lot. So I ended up put myself in a really bad position, and then I started trading for money because I wanted to regain my position, which would have been fine actually if I didn't lose my internet. And then that was just a spiral, and it was game over from there. So yeah, that's how it is. Trading can be very difficult, traders. That's why, like, in my real money accounts, like my personal accounts, I don't keep any more money in there than I need to trade with. So, if I need to have 50K in there, I'll keep 50K in there. If I need to have 25K in there, I'll just keep 25K in there. I don't want to ever have more money than I need. And the reason is, if I have an order entry mistake or something crazy happens, then I'm not going to take that account to zero. I can kind of protect my money. So I have multiple accounts for trading as well. So I have accounts that I use for one thing, and I have accounts I use for another. So if I get squirrely in one area, my emotions don't let me take down the whole entire, financial setup that I have. So I try to keep everything separate. And then the other part of it is, some of those accounts are just growth accounts. Like, I don't need to look at them. I can just throw money in the index funds, And when you go back and you look at the stock market and you see from its conception or inception, from the stock market's inception to now, from when the stock market was created to now, look at the indexes and look what they've done. So, so I look at that and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to put excess money in my other account in the indexes, not in the same account I'm using for active trading. Because, again, emotions, mistakes, etc. Lots of reasons for that entire account to go bust. So I need to keep that as small as possible and just keep in there what I need to trade with. Good thing I didn't get greedy, right, traders? Look at that. So one of the things here, told you have like a little bit of a mini support area here. So I got to that area. It's in the area, if you will. I don't think it's an exact level. Like, I wouldn't look at it and say this black line right here is support. I don't do that. I look at that, and I look at the area, I go back in the charts and see if there's, more interaction in the area. And then, like, right down here, right here, there's lines right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 candles in that area. So it looks like it could have still room to come down possibly, but it kind of develops an area, not an exact number. So I'm happy to lock in that profit. I just wish I would have been able to capture more. I was over in the sim capturing a lot of profit while I was letting my real, still kind of a sim, but my combine, slip a little more. I probably could have got $1,300 or $1,400 out of the combine had I had my priorities straight. But yeah, it's all good. It's easy to blow up accounts, so I try to keep it separate. And then I also try to keep money that's not in markets at all. Like, I don't want to keep everything in one spot. So, real estate is another great place to put your money. I mean, even Disney right now is getting into just real estate. They're getting out of they're still in entertainment and still in theme parks, but now they're starting to get into real estate, where they're developing some communities that are based on their ideal community, where you have community gardens and all kinds of different stuff. So it almost sounds like when you read about it, almost like a prepper community, if you will, which is kind of neat. Putting all the supplies there that you would need to be like off grid and not relying on anything other than your community is kind of what they're looking at developing. So they're starting to get into real estate. But yeah, it's good to have your money in a lot of different places, invested in a lot of different places. So if one goes down, hopefully the other one will still keep you going. But all right, looking for the next trade, then I'll bring it to you. All right, and sell.
Order submitted.
All right, so I'm in short one contract with gold, and then stop. Everything's ready to go. All right, I'll bring the conclusion to you. Come on, gold. Okay, so here's where it gets tempting. Tempting to take my trade off the table at this level right here, and then put my trade limit order to get back in the trade if it breaks this level. Because this could be some support right here. Looking for it to push through there one more time, and then I think I'm going to trail a stop there. And have the psychological battle, the psychological win, after blowing up the account to go into the weekend up 1,500 or more is pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in profit right here. All right, so now I can't take a loss on this trade. All right, so I'm out. So all good, locking in that profit. So I can go into the weekend now up $1,500. Oh, look, of course, it's going to boost right through here the second after I get out, because that's the story of my life. But yeah, all good. Locking in that profit. Going to go in the weekend with up the account up $1,500, which is pretty sweet. So I'll have $151,714 in the account. And then next week, it's possible that I could finally win this battle of the combine and be victorious. But we'll have to wait and see if that actually plays out, because every time I get around 153,000, it blows up. So we'll see if that happens again. Okay, so because I made that mistake again, I've made the mistake several times now, jumping from sim to this. If I just add other tabs to the bottom of this, it doesn't matter, because this window doesn't change based on the tab that I have open down there. So I don't want to make that mistake anymore. So I'm gonna go to new over on the Ninja Trader little thing here, new, and then chart. I'm going to go here to number 1. Select, I'm going to go to NASDAQ. That's what I'm going to be sim trading. I'm going to sim trade it right now on the 5-minute candle. Value 5. Okay. And now I got this new chart. So now over here, I'll do it. If I switch this to sim, for example, now we're on sim there. If I come over here and I put this on the trading account, I'm still in sim here. So now it doesn't affect each other. And I'm going to need my background black, so it's different. So it's very obvious that it's not that. And I'm going to sim trade off of this instead for now on. So I'm going to pull out to my other monitor, and then I'll sim trade off of it so I don't make any more mistakes. So something to think about, traders. If you're going to sim trade and live trade with Ninja, do you open up a separate tab that looks different? Maybe even put a background that says sim so that you know you're in the sim. Yeah. What do you think? Okay, so I almost forgot about my 50-50 strategy setting up here in 4 minutes. Look at gold. Yeah, I should have stayed with gold and did what the indicator said, but I need a psychological win. So when I get into the NQ here on the 50-50 strategy, I'm going to go ahead and go small on it. Do I want to take 3 contracts on this trade? Yeah, I would love to take 3 contracts in this trade. $1,800. Give away everything I made today? No. 5, 4, 3.
Order submitted.
Okay, just jumped in short on NQ. Or long.
Order
I don't know what just happened. Oh, we jumped in long. Well, I was going to jump in short on NQ, and I jumped in long by accident. And fortunately, I got lucky and made more money. So today I'm getting lucky and made money on ES accidentally, and just made money on NQ again accidentally. So I'll take that $100 or so. Do I want to jump in short? I'm making mistakes. Do I want to trade right now, or do I just want to take that little bit of extra bonus money? I think I'm just going to take that little extra bonus money, go into the weekend green, closing the up $1,755 for the day with the account balance of 150,001 with the account balance of $151,877. So pretty awesome. I'll take it. Definitely nice to have that $1,700 winner. So right now it would be speed bumping NQ, and then my target would be right here. So this would be the NQ trade right now. I already hit that target too with that move. Look at that. Boom. Almost hit the target. Just fell by a penny. Either way, it could have been an easy out. It'll get there in the next move probably. But yeah, so anyway, so I'm happy to take my profit off the table. And there we go. And NQ is now boosting to the long side. And yeah, this would be my target had I speed bumped it. And I think it will easily get there in the next couple candles. But I'm out. I'm going to take my weekend, take my psychological win after blowing up my account this week. I need to go into next week feeling good. Account with a nice buffer. Now, if I can just be smart next week, I can beat the combine, go through a new plan for trading with looking for payouts, right? That'll be a whole new plan with Topstep for payouts. More slow rolling. Not going to be trying to bang out 2 or 3 grand in a day. Going to be looking to just slowly grow the account and protect it and then get those consistent payouts. All right, everybody. See you next week. All right, so here we are on Sunday night, week 2 of round 4. So my Thinkorswim is not working for me tonight, so I've been trading off the chart. Wasn't able to get a bunch of recording going. It took about 4 trades already. And then I jumped into the YM here, and I was looking to actually get out down here, but it's moved kind of fast, and I was trying to get video up and recording, so it's kind of a downer. But, man, so that's really a big downer. But we'll see. Maybe it'll give me another opportunity. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see. I mean, it's going
order
both.
filled.
All right, look at that gap up. What was that? That's a huge gap up. So that'll put me down $118. 4 contracts. I'm going to sell.
Order filled.
I'm going to short that. That is weird. And then I'm going to buy stop market.
Order submitted.
At the top of that. So if it wants to continue higher from there, then I'll be out waiting for the next trade. But, and then we'll see what happens here with the 2 of these platforms. But it's been going both ways. You know, like Ninja's telling me I have X number of profits, say $100. And then Topstep's telling me I only got $30 when I sell it. But then I'm losing in Ninja $190, and Topstep's saying I'm only down like 100 and whatever, 20. So it's going both ways. It's not like Topstep's trying to scam me or anything. It's just a miscommunication between the 2 platforms. So it's kind of hard to see when you're trading like what's really happening P&L wise. So I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm going to look to jump for this thing to sell back down here, fill this gap, get me back in profit, get out, and I might have to call it a night because you can see over here I'm not able to get into Thinkorswim either. Or I have all my tools that I want to use to trade. So I might just have to call it a night, wait till the morning, and see what happens. But let me let this gap get filled, and then I'll get back in. Or what I should do is this, actually. Let's go 8.
Order canceled.
Let's go here. Buy stop market.
Order submitted.
I'll reverse my trade for a run back up to the top here if this wants to get stopped out. And then get pretty much break even on the day. And then I'll wait till tomorrow and see what's going on. All right, bring the conclusion to you. Okay, so things have been frozen again for a little while here. New candle opens in 1 second. Let's see what happens. So new candle should be opened right now, and it's not. 3 seconds, 5 seconds have gone by. 10 seconds, no candle on the chart. No candle on the chart. All right, so I want to just go ahead and close this software and see what happens. I got my stop in. Should be good to go. Won't blow up my account, but let's see if I can reopen it and see what happens. All right, waiting for okay, here's NinjaTrader popping back up right now. Let's see what we get. All right. Wow, look at that thing. So that's just, it's so squirrely what's happening in the market right now. Maybe there's some crazy hack going on. I don't know. But anyway, so we're in. Now we can see $10 here, $10 down here. Profit loss is lining up. We'll see if that continues to line up. Down $13 in the account for the evening. and this didn't move at all. So I'm going to just go ahead and hit close.
Order filled.
And $27 in profit. Just going to take that, be done for the evening. So we'll close the night, $27 in profit. Really weird. I don't know what's happening. And I guess we'll see you in the morning. All right, so here we are, Monday morning, round 4, week 2. So last night I was able to take one more trade before I went to bed. Thinkorswim started working, saw it last minute, and jumped in and then jumped out. So now I'm at $250 in profit on the day. The account total $152,128. So let's switch over to GC.
Order submitted.
Okay, so in on GC, marking it up. Okay, move my stop.
Stop filled.
All right, so I'll be out at this support area right here. It's an area. It could come way back down into this area, much deeper. Could have left a lot of profit on the table, but that's for somebody else to trade. I'm happy with that. I'll take that $130. If this wants to break, I'll get back in. Track ready to go.
Order submitted.
So late.
Order submitted.
No, what's happening right now? Okay, so I'm short. Yes, I guess.
Order submitted.
Let's go down here. Man, that was squirrely. I don't know what's happening right now. I did not put my so I need to adjust that NQ. I didn't have any. I had NQ 5053 on. I don't know. Oh, I got you because of the contracts. I guess I don't know what's happening. I need to look at that. But I should have had a wider space there. So I'm right on the day with that little bobble that I had. But to the long side is what I wanted, and I wanted my stop down here. And had I done that, I'd be adding to my day. My day would be looking awesome right now. But unfortunately, that's not how it's going. So I am long, right? Yeah, 1 contract. Let's go boost this to 2 contracts. Buy another.
Order filled. Order canceled.
I need to do a little
Order
trade
canceled.
management here. Let's go down to 1 contract. Let's go to none. Buy stop limit or sell stop market.
Order submitted.
Come on, push back up. I'm going to put, so I'm in 3 contracts right now, which is pretty heavy. So if I have a loss on this, it's going to be huge, right? So I'm going to go ahead and look to lock in some profit on and scale out of this trade, basically.
Order filled.
Okay, so I got 1 contract out. I'm going to take my other contract here, sell stop market.
Order submitted.
Going to look to scale out back down to 1 contract here if I can. Just had to do a little recovery after that screw up this morning. I make a lot of mistakes, don't I? And somehow I still make money. Well, in Topstep right now I don't make money, but I will be soon. All right, gonna lock in that if it wants to back up. Got 2 minutes left on the 5-minute candle. 1.5 minutes left.
Order filled.
Okay, took that contract off. I got 1 more contract.
Order submitted.
Buy stop market.
Order filled.
All right, not bad for that 50-50 trade. I'll pick up $1,500 on that. Yeah, I could have been up so much today. I mean, I probably actually made more money by making that mistake than I would have if I had traded it just straight up. Had I held those 3 contracts all the way to this number right here, I'd be looking really sweet. It'd be like in the $3,000 range for the day. Be like calling it a day, wrapping it up, go and do something. I don't know, go mountain biking or whatever. It's what time is it? 9:40, 9:35. First 5 minutes of the day, pick up $1,500. So that's pretty sweet. And I say pick up $1,500 because I started actually more, pick up like $1,800, right? Because I screwed that entry up. So I started basically down $300 and then was able to recover all of it. All right, so good to go. So that trade is done. 50-50 on NQ. NQ is done for the day. I got what I need to get out of it. I'll pay attention to gold. If gold somehow gives me a switch on the day and then a speed bump, I'll bring that trade to you. If not, I'll take that $1,500 for the day. Count is 153,392. 153,392 is where I'm at right now. So that's looking good. I need to get, basically another almost $6,000 to be able to pass the combine. But I got 4 days left in this week. So we'll see if we can get there before the end of the week. And then next week be looking to schedule a payout. It'll be pretty sweet. All right, everybody. See you on the next trade. All right, so here we are with the Monday evening session, Monday evening.
Order submitted.
Okay, I'm in with my contract. I'm going to go ahead and move my stops where they need to be. All right, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more contracts right now. So I got 2 contracts in there. Good to go.
Order filled.
Okay, so now I got a total of 3 contracts. I got my speed bump still in. There we go. It's making the tail. Okay, so we got a nice boost. I got my alert from Thinkorswim. Pretty much hit the target. I'm going to go and pull these 2 contracts up. If it backs up and I get out, I get out. We got 3 minutes left on this candle to close. And this thing could start tanking from here. So I don't want to...
Order filled.
All right, so I got 2 out, so I need 1 more. Stop market.
Order submitted.
If I don't get a full hit, I don't get a full hit. I don't want to let it go back down.
Order
though.
submitted.
All right, so that's not what we want to do. Close.
Order canceled.
Okay, so all out of the trade, so not too bad. $787 in profit after commissions. All right, buddy. See you in the morning. All right, good morning. So it is Tuesday morning. Right now we have NQ switching to the short side. So I'll be jumping into NQ short here in just a few moments.
Order submitted.
Okay. Speed bump is in. I know where my target is. All right, we're going to get stopped out.
Stop filled.
Okay, out of that trade. So that trade puts us up 1900 and basically 1900 on the day so far between last night and this morning. So not too bad. Yeah, I was at 1800 just in this trade alone when it was down here. But
order submitted.
Okay, so here we are with that ES trade. It's just going sideways forever. And those of you who have been watching my videos for a while know that I don't like that. This also could be forming on a technical side a bit of a wedge, which could break to the downside pretty heavy. We do have some support that's building right in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this jumble of stuff up here. Right there. So if that wants to break, it's going to speed bump me. I'm going to get in. And then I'm going to get out pretty quick, make a few dollars, and then call it a night on the ES, at least for now, because this just doesn't, it's not moving the way I would like it to be moving for the way I trade.
Order submitted.
Okay, so now I'm short 2 contracts. So I went down on that trade $75. So you should be able to recover that pretty easily here.
Stop filled.
All right, cool. So I'm out $20 in profit. I'm happy to be out of the trade. It could continue to sell off the rest of the night. That's for somebody else. I'll take my 20 bucks. So I have $5,331 in my account. So I can actually now I could take 15 contracts. I can max out my allotted contracts with Topstep. So that's pretty awesome. And it's tempting to be like, oh, I'm going to jump in with 15 contracts right now and then make, $30,000 in a day or $40,000 in a day and have some epic days. But that doesn't really make sense because, if I buy with 15 contracts and the move can make me, like this morning, could have made me $20,000. What does that do if it comes back a little bit, right? It retraces a little bit. I'll hit my max loss in the day. I'll easily hit a $3,000 max loss when I have a $20,000 potential gain, which means I'll most likely stop out for the day, lose $3,000, and watch everybody else make money without me. So just because I could take 15 contracts doesn't mean that I should. All right, everybody, see you on the next trade. Okay, so back here in the evening, Tuesday evening with the ES. So right now you see this M pattern developing. You can see that M pattern developing nicely there. It kind of broke it and it got rejected. So I'm going to go ahead now and put an order in for a break of that M pattern.
Order filled.
I have 3, Daddy. I will have 3 of these, Daddy.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to hit close right here, actually. Take my $86. See 86 down here, P&L. Open, 75, 75.
Order filled.
All right, closing out that trade. I'll take that money. Of course, now it pops back up. But I'll be out. I can always get back in on a break above, starting to make new highs. Okay, so back with the ES. So I had jumped out there for a little bit of profit, waited for it to break. It broke, got me in. This candle closes in 10 seconds. It has not made a tail yet. I'm going to buy 2 more contracts.
Order filled.
All right. I think that was a really good fill. All right. Finally, something is happening. So when this was up here, I was so tempted to short it because just on my other charts with my other indicators, the 30-minute candle is looking very bearish. And I was like, I should just short it up here. Can recover all my, short it, get more contracts, like 6 or 7 contracts. Recover my trade, call it a night. So tempting, but I didn't do it. And now we're speed bumped, so that's not so bad either. Okay, here's where the switch is supposed to be, right here. So far, well, you can look in the Thinkorswim chart. This is barely breaking, barely breaking. But if it does want to break this green candle that it just made, see, it's barely breaking. That red line is the break. So we're kind of through. We're pulling back up. I'm going to go ahead and add to my position here, actually. I'm going to go, what do we got? 2, 4. How much time we got in this candle? Almost 2 minutes. That's a pretty good push back to the top of the red candle. All right.
Order filled.
Okay, so I added 4 more contracts. So now I have 8 contracts on this trade. With that candle right here that's pushed back up but not breaking above the red candle. Hopefully it doesn't do that. Okay, so 15 minutes bearish. Indicators are bearish. 30 minutes is kind of putting in a doji right now, which just a lot of indecision taking place, which we're seeing here on the 1 minute candles.
Order canceled.
All right, so I got out with part of my trade. I'm in profit right now. I got 8 contracts left. So now I can come down here and okay. I have 8 contracts left. Looking to try to get those out. So that worked out great. I was able to get those 7 in right here, get them out there. So now this is pretty nice. I could almost leave these 8 right here, and even if it takes a loss, it won't be thousands of dollars. It might be $1,000, but at least it won't be 3,000. All right, let's see. Okay, this is pushing down. So right now, P&L, if I exit this trade right now, I should put $127 in my pocket. You can see down here. Closed profit loss is 387. Right now, my P&L is 127. And that should fluctuate as this fluctuates. Now I'm feeling greedy. I want to see it push down to these lows right here. All right, 227. But I do need to get to sleep. That's my biggest problem right now. If this was like 10 o'clock in the morning and I had all day just to hang out, play Xbox, and watch my ticker move, that would be one thing. But I really want to sleep, so I really don't want to wait for this all night long. And this could consolidate for the next 2 hours right here in this zone. All right, you're going to come back up here again. Maybe I'll short you again. 7 contracts. Sell.
Order submitted.
Okay, grab 7 contracts there. Buy stop market 7 right here.
Order submitted.
No, okay. I don't know what just happened actually. Okay, I got 15 there. Okay. Buy 7.
Order submitted.
Rejected. Total buy quantity. Contract would exceed the limit affected by buy. I don't know what's happening here. I'm trying to put a stop in, but it's not letting me. I have 7. Alright, I guess I'll just watch it. And then I'll take this off if I don't know what's happening here. Okay, so unfortunately I had some OSB recording issues, but that last trade did conclude with a very tiny profit, but at least I was able to get those contracts out without blowing up my account that night and get into some profit. And then unfortunately I had some OSB issues this week, and it is what it is. So basically we're getting right to Friday's trade this week. Unfortunately I'm not able to bring you all the trades I had this week, but we'll get to Friday's trade right now. And then you'll be able to see how I close out this week. Did I blow up this account or was able to keep it going? All right, everybody. Conclusion coming to you. Okay, so here we are at Friday morning. Getting ready to jump into NQ in a minute. And if I'm successful, I will have beaten the combine. We'll see what NQ does. I need to go the direction of the algo in a minute. It's telling me to go long. I'm getting a little bit nervous here. I feel like this is definitely a short play. Maybe I'll just avoid today. I'm not 100% confident.
Order submitted.
Okay, I'm in. See how this goes. And close.
Order filled.
All right, there we go. $159,505. Combine conquered. Finally beat the combine just like that. Whew. That was scary. That was scary. Looking at those red candles, looking at that price action starting. But it got rejected off of this bottom here, rejected off this bottom here. It was kind of low. So, but you know, I had to go with the probabilities. Probabilities in my system said go long, even though my mind and my heart was saying go short. Are you out of your mind? So I went long, did what I was supposed to do. Got my 5 contracts like the plan said. I'm gonna have to put the trade plan together this weekend based on whatever the Topstep rules are for the express funded account, and then go with that. So Combine conquered, finally beat you Combine. So now we're gonna slow down a little bit because I'm not coming back to the Combine. I'm gonna stay in the express funded account until they give me a live account, and it's only going up from here. All right, everybody, see y'all in the next video.